Hey everyone, this is Ryan Cote from Internet Business Passion. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to configure my favorite plugin for SEO for WordPress called Yoast SEO. It's a plugin I use on my client site for my SEO service called WP Amplify, and I also use it on my own sites. Like for example, I'm actually signed into WPAmplify.com, so you can see I actually do use it on my own sites. So after you install it, it's going to add a little SEO bar here, drop down in the sidebar, and let's jump right in. These are configurations that will make your site more rock solid in regards to SEO. So out of the box, WordPress is pretty SEO friendly, but it does create a lot of duplicate content if you don't configure it correctly. So I'm going to help you fix that right now. So when you install it, you got it's in the sidebar here. Click on titles and metas. Okay, and first thing is check this box right here for no index subpages of archives. There's no reason to index your archives. It just creates a lot of duplicate content, and you can easily fix it by just checking off this box right here. And down here under the head section, check off these 4 boxes. It just makes your head section a little bit more, little less bloated, which could help with your site load time, which does help with SEO rankings. Site speed is very important nowadays with the way the SEO is going with Google and the changes. You can't just build good links anymore. You have to have a clean site, rock solid site, and then complement that with good links and obviously picking the right keywords and good content, all that. It's a more holistic approach, I guess you could say, and so site speed is pretty important. So save check this box right here, check these 4 boxes right here, and save changes. Now I'm recording this on March 20th. Yoast is making some changes to the plugin. They did recently. So if you're watching this in 6 months or so, this could look a little bit different, but the things I'm going to point out here are pretty standard features. I don't see them changing, but you never know. So just keep that in mind. If things don't look exactly right, it could be that either your theme is set up a little bit differently, or they made some changes to the plugin. Okay, so that's it for the titles and meta. Actually, no, it's not it. So that was the general tab. Click over to this tab right here. Okay, and you want to no index categories, and you want to no index your tags. You can use categories and tags. It does categorize your content, and it does create a better user experience, because if they like a post on a particular topic, particular category, they can read more like it by clicking on the tags or the categories. So from a usability standpoint, it's a good thing, but from an SEO standpoint, it's a bad thing. It creates a ton of duplicate content, and there's no reason to index your category or tag pages. There might be the rare exception, but as a general rule of thumb, if I'm talking to the majority audience here, there's no reason to index your category or tag pages. Okay, if you have any questions as to should I or should I not based on my current situation, just reach out to me and I'll help you out. But for all my sites, I no index the categories and the tags, and my client sites. Okay, so that's it for that tab, and then click on this other tab right here. Same thing, no index the author archives and no index the date archives. Just creates a ton of duplicate content, and you want to prevent that. Okay. Then we're going to click on the social. So this plugin attacks SEO from multiple angles. Clears up duplicate content, socializes your website, and so if you're using Facebook, definitely pop in your Facebook page URL there and click the metadata box. Same thing with Twitter. If you're using Twitter, pop in your username and activate the metadata. Now, if you aren't using Facebook and Twitter for your business, I 100% recommend it. But if you aren't, it's not absolutely critical, but it's very, very important. 100% recommended. But Google Plus, on the other hand, is absolutely critical, and you need to have it on your site. You need to have authorship on your site, and you need to have at least a Google Plus publisher page that you could pop in there. So that's the page for your business. So I've got my business page with WP Amplify. You put it in there, and then your profile URL. So if we want to, well, here. So you put your business page in there, and then under users, you want to put your profile page under your users, under the user section. So if you go to users and all users and click on your username, and then you can put it right under here. Now, very important, you want to put your authorship, you want to put your profile URL under the username that creates content. Stacy is my blog writer, amongst other things, and when she creates my blog post, she signs in under her and then creates the blog. So I need to add my authorship to her profile, because her username, because she's the one that's signing in, adding the blog posts. Okay, and what that's going to do is, if we hop over to my site, if I look at the source code, you can see there's my business page. Okay, publisher, there's my business page. If you want to see the difference, we can click on that, and you can see this is our Google publisher page for my business. Okay, where we post content on a daily basis. And if I go to a blog post, here's a blog post, okay, that Stacy wrote. I do view the source code of that. There is the publisher page, but then there's the authorship. Okay, so there's my personal profile. I'm the author. If I click on that, you can see what my authorship is. This is my authorship, my Google Plus profile page. And then you want to, when you sign in here, you want to add your website as a contributor too. There's a contributor to section in Google Plus, and you want to, in your profile page, and you want to add that, and you want to add your website to the contributor to section, and that kind of just completes the whole authorship process. So this isn't really a video on Google authorship, but it is very important, and it ties into the plugin, so I want to make sure that I was clear on what you need to do there. So, okay, so let's go back here. So that's the social section, and also it has an XML Sitemap section. There's other plugins that are great for this, but why install 2 plugins when you can just install 1? So check this box. I disable the author user because we're no indexing it. There's no reason. I don't want Google to index it, so just disable that. I ping the search engines so that when we post new content, they're alerted. I only include posts and pages in my sitemap. Those are the only pages I really care about. I exclude everything else here. Okay, so that's what I recommend for you as well. And the last section is the excuse me, is the permalink section. So what I recommend and what I do for my sites and all my client sites, I remove stop words from the slugs. Just makes the URLs a lot cleaner and shorter. It removes like the and and words like that. I redirect attachment URLs to parent post URLs. So a problem with WordPress is that when you're adding images to your site, it automatically creates links to that image, and basically what happens is it creates, and that image has its own page on WordPress. So basically what it does is it creates a page on your site with just an image, with no content, and it's just very bad for SEO. There's no reason for Google to index that kind of page, and you don't want them to index that kind of page because it's just a page with an image on it. So if you check this box off, it prevents that from happening. If you do have any attachment URLs, like with these just images on the page, it redirects the page to the actual blog post, which is very helpful for SEO. And it's actually a very common, a lot of times I'll take on a client with a WordPress site, and it's actually a very common issue, because if you don't know about this stuff, you would never, it's kind of like almost by default with WordPress how they do this, and you would never know to change that. It's just it's a very easy mistake to make, and so this checkbox right here prevents that. There's a reason why Yoast includes it. It's not good for SEO, so just check that box. And then this, I just do this just to just to be safe. It's more for sites with, as you can read here, lots of comments, which I don't even enable comments on this particular site. But I just do it just to be safe. And the same thing with the canonical tag right here. My site's an HTTP, which most sites are, so I just force the HTTP just to prevent any possible duplicate content issues. And that is it. There's other features here with bulk title editor and some new things that they've added, but those are the core configurations that you need to make, and it's going to make your site a lot more SEO rock solid. This is a lot, and if this is new to you, it's going to seem very confusing. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I'll try to help you out. But I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.